let's start. So let's first start with our thread. This is actually a fishing thread that I go to a fishing store locally here in Michigan, and I get the 8 times. What that means is this is the thinnest of the thinnest. So I'm gonna pull it out. You can't even see it, it's invisible, okay? So that's the thread that I'm gonna be using. You might can see it now that can you see it a little bit? Nope, you can't see it. So that's why I use this type of thread, because it's basically, you might can see a little bit of it, yeah. You can see it up against my shirt. But this thread becomes invisible when it hits the lace. I also use a semi-curved needle, if you can see that, versus your traditional curved needle. Okay, so this one is a complete C, and this one is a little wider. The reason why I like this one is because you can kind of control it a little bit better. So here's the wig that needs to be repaired. You're gonna need some needle nose shears. Okay, I use these. I get these at a drugstore because you can find sharper tools there, sharper scissors there when it comes to cutting and things that we have to do as wig makers. Also, another great place is Joann Fabric or Fabric Store, Michael's, local stores like that. Invest good money in your tools, because if you want to make money, you got to invest money, okay? So here's my needle. I'm going to show you the hole right here. So as you see that, there's a hole right there in the middle of my part. Actually, it's like 3 little tiny ones. So this one is a hole and that one's a hole as well. So I got 3 tiny ones. So let's start with our first one, okay? So I'm basically, you can't see what I'm doing, but what I'm doing is basically pulling slightly together both ends to close up the hole. The other thing, when you start your thread, you have to tie a knot at the end of the thread. That is vital, because if you do not tie a knot at the end of the thread, it's called chain stitching, and that's basically when you go in and out of the circle. You see what I'm saying? So basically, this is the circle. I know it's thin, but these are the circles between my 2 fingers. I then hold it with my thumb. I then find the needle and make sure that that needle is going in between that hole. And then I pull tight. Not too tight, but tight enough that you brought the 2 sides together. Okay, I'm just gonna basically stitch up this complete part that I've plucked so that no other holes basically will start again. And now I'm at the bigger hole. If you see my finger there, I'm going to again take it, make sure that that needle goes in between that little circle. I'm at the end of my hole. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and see how it looks. And as you see, it still looks like a natural part. But all my holes, I can't slip my finger anywhere in here. So the hole is completely singed, completely. Okay, I'm going to flip it back over so I can have a consistent look. I'm going to take this all the way down to the end. So again, consistency is the key when it comes to wig making. Consistency and being neat as well. I'm gonna take this again all the way to the end, and I may have to go in and just kind of repluck just a little bit. The other thing is the hairs that may possibly have gotten inside of the part, you may have to go back in there and repluck, retweeze, so that it can have, again, some consistency. Okay, so I'm done. I'm now going to get to the end of my lace. I'm going to make sure that that goes in. Now I tie a knot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, okay, so this is the end. This is vitally important because you want to make sure that that doesn't come loose. So I pull my thread in the circle and I pull real tight. The beauty of this thread that I absolutely love is so strong. I mean, it doesn't snap, because you have to remember, this type of thread, it catches fish. So in order for it to catch the fish, it has to be durable, okay? So now that we're done with that, I'm gonna flip the wig over and let you see what it looks like. So this is where my actual hole was here, and I had 2 small holes here. Now what I'm gonna do is take a needle, not the scissors. I'm gonna take a needle and I'm gonna pull the hair out. I'm actually reparting the hair. I'm pulling all the strands that belong to the right, and all the strands that belong to the left, back over to the left, so that you don't have any hair sticking up in your part. So I'm really satisfied with the way that this has end. I like that. It looks really natural, and all of my holes are now sealed up. So again, if you want to go back in there and retweeze, you can. But here's my second trick that I wanted to teach everybody. This here is what I get from a drugstore, and I get it, and it's by Next Care, okay? And it's a first aid tape. All I do is, it's flesh color, okay? It does come, I think it might come in other colors, but I know this is all we had in our drugstore. So if you got various colors, that's even better. What I'm going to do is, it's a tape that is sticky on this side, but it's not sticky on this side. Okay, I'm going to flip the wig over. I'm going to start right behind the lace, and I am going to put it right behind the lace, and I'm going to put it right where my part ends. So I'm going to take my needle nose scissors, make sure that I'm nowhere near the lace. I'm going to pull taut just a little bit, okay? Then I'm going to hold down for about 10 seconds. You flip it over, and you have a scalp. So those are 2 tips. I hope they help you. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.